What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Dermy Wormy, and I'm coming at you with another video. And several of us warned you that this was gonna happen. This was just inevitable with the Sweet Baby Ink thing all blowing up and everything like that. People were starting to say that it was Gamergate 2, Gamergate 2 Electric Boogaloo, Gamergate continues, what, so on and so forth. We had a lot of people discussing this, saying, and myself included, I even said that within a week or so, we were gonna get articles starting to come out calling us all racist, sexist, homophobic, bigoted, alt-right Yahtzees. It was gonna happen. It was just inevitable. It wasn't a matter of if it would happen. It was always a matter of when it would happen. And well, it happened. From Kotaku, the inevitable, very beautiful, very industrialist, very esteemed, I can't even say this with a straight face, the trash fire company that is Kotaku put out an article trying to slander us all. Sweet Baby Ink doesn't do what some gamers think it does. No one company is forcing diversity into all your favorite video games. And real quick, none of us ever said that. I can't tell you that it's just one company that ever said, anybody that actually said it's just Sweet Baby that's doing that. We've all mentioned that there's several companies that are doing that. Check out my earlier video. I pointed out several different companies that are coming around doing these consulting things, helping steer the games in a different direction, and ultimately ruining the game, for lack of a better term, dealing with their narrative decisions, dealing with certain aspects of it. You know, that it's several different companies that are doing this, not just Sweet Baby Inc. And then on top of that, you have AAA studios all siding with them. So yeah, but well, it's very interesting how this goes, because the internet always wins, and the internet's well ahead of what Kotaku did here. But let's read this, shall we? Because this is gonna be beautiful and glorious and just all around funny. Sweet Baby Inc. is not the largest narrative design company in the games industry, nor is it solely responsible for the characters and stories in recent high-profile releases like Alan Wake 2, God of War Ragnarok, and Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. But good luck telling some gamers that. Well, in reality, and again, check my earlier video, Alan Wake 2, the reason why a lot of people started pointing out the issues there is narrative-wise, it didn't make much sense. It wasn't really that good of a game narrative-wise and things of that nature. Then you take it into account that Sweet Baby Inc. worked with Remedy on Alan Wake 2. Now, in my earlier video, I also pointed out that there's another consultant company that does very similar aspects to what Sweet Baby Inc. does that also worked on Alan Wake 2, being Hit Detection, I believe is the name of the company right off the top of my head. I could be wrong. Again, check that video prior. But the thing is, we're not blaming all this on just one company outright. And of course, they bring up God of War Ragnarok. God of War Ragnarok actually being good narrative-wise, good storytelling. People do like it. Even with all of its flaws, people like it. I know you got Angraboda and things of that nature, but you know, hey, the game was good. Then you get Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, and how big of a disaster that was. They also don't point out Spider-Man 2 being one of the largest and most populated games of last year. So many people excited for it, so many people loving it, but the sad reality when it comes to Spider-Man 2 is it did fail. It didn't gross the money that it needed to make to actually make a profit. It actually, I don't even know if it broke even from when I last checked it. I think it barely broke even, if it did anything at all. That's how bad this is getting. That's something that they don't really want to point out, do they? Interesting how that works. Late last month, one of the company's consultant discovered a Steam group dedicated to detecting games that Sweet Baby Inc. has worked on. The purpose: to encourage people to avoid those games, because the group had deemed Sweet Baby Inc. was pushing a woke agenda by working toward greater diversity, equity, and inclusion. But actually, I mean, yeah, I mean, that's your guys' own opinions. That's your guys' own words working and everything. When you have something saying, hey, we want more diversity, equity, equity and inclusion, that usually is easy to just define that, hey, they want to, push ideology, they want to push identity politics, critical race theory, critical gender theory, all these different ideologies throughout your actual game, and yeah, push people out to intersectional feminism, things of that nature. Yeah, that's the whole reason there. So yes, you might have it wrapped up with diversity, equity, and inclusion, but the reality is, we know what you're doing here. And by the way, anything that ever has equity in it is immediately communist. But let's continue on. The Steam group now has more than 100,000 members, and in its Discord that boasts nearly 2,000 members. But this ire against Sweet Baby Inc. and DEI initiatives in general isn't new. On October 2023, Kiwi Farms shares similar sentiment, stating that the company's involvement in Remedy's award-winning 2023 action game Alan Wake 2 was possibly one of the biggest scandals in gaming history. Oh, the horror! Kiwi Farms! By the way, guys, Derby rule number 3 for the internet: never go up against the farms. Never, ever, ever go up against the farms. Kotaku, you just went up against the farms. I can't save you. I can't protect you. But there's a reason they're trying to do this. There's a reason they're trying to do this, and you're starting to see some of the gears turning. They're trying to paint everybody that it's against diversity, equity, and inclusion as a crazy person, as a psychopath. When it comes to the farms, yeah, crazy shite going on over at the farms itself. And I can't speak to any of it. I'm staying out of it. I try to avoid the farms at best as possible. But they're trying to, say, hey, Kiwi Farms, Kiwi Farms, Kiwi Farms, these people are bad, these people are bad. Go means group bad, because Kiwi Farms, group bad. Even though there's no actual connection between said group and Kiwi Farms, they're just doing this to try to incite the idea that Kiwi Farms bad, group bad. That's all they're doing here. That's all they've ever done here. But guys, this is how they do. This is media literacy 101. They're trying to incite these whole ideas within your actual head, but there's no actual congruent evidence to say that one way or the other. But let's continue on, shall we? The conversation around Sweet Baby Inc. has ignited a fundamentally misinformed Gamergate-esque firestorm. Ow! Gamergate! Now, I know I brought up Gamergate earlier, but that's because we've been seeing similar players from Gamergate. Anita Sarkeesian, Felix, Lego Butts, Freaktard. We have Silver Steam or Silver Thread Studios, one of the two things right there. We have all sorts of similar players coming back from actual Gamergate. That's why Gamergate is an actual depiction coming out of people more on our side here. But when they come out and say Gamergate, they're doing it in the more terrified version. They're trying to, incite the more terrified aspect, the anti-Gamergate crowds and things like that, and say, this is just a nothing burger, it's just a harassment campaign and things like that. But in reality, there is craziness going on here. And what they're doing is they're siding against a bunch of customers, a bunch of individuals and fans that just simply want to say, we don't want to buy these games. No, you got to buy these games. But hey, it is what it is. Its employees have faced rampant harassment as a direct result. There it is. That's why they connected to Gamergate, because they're facing harassment. Quote tweets of people looking into their past and the games they've actually made. That's harassment. Industry figures have had to deny allegations that Sweet Baby Inc. comes in and completely changes their games. I spoke with several employees of Sweet Baby Inc. to learn that the company actually does, and how this misunderstanding of its role in the industry highlights a far broader problem. Oh, the horror. We have it all wrong, guys. You have it all wrong. All you crazy weirdos have it all wrong. You're misinformed. You don't know what's actually going on here. The consultant company that goes into all these studios says how they should probably do their narrative outright, doesn't actually have all the power. They don't, guys. They don't. The game industry has had its fair share of struggles lately, from massive layoffs to widely expensive games like Suicide Squad falling short of expectations. According to the loudest members of Sweet Baby Inc. detected Discord, the company is directly responsible for those failures, not the studios that employed them in the first place, because the content Sweet Baby allegedly forces into games. Now, yes and no, yes and no, yes and no. yes, the massive AAA industry layoffs, all these disasters that are going across the board within the AAA industry, mainly in Western games as it is, it's not fully Sweet Baby Inc.'s fault. Never actually said that it's fully Sweet Baby Inc.'s fault. It's also not solely Ideolog's fault, anything like that. What it does boil down to is a focus in on ideological ideas, a focus in on lazy create mechanics, focus in on all these different aspects. But the congruent ideology going forward is yes, Sweet Baby Inc. is a part of this. Sweet Baby Inc. is profiting off of all this. And when you come to Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, there's a lot more going on than just, oh my god, the game was bad, it was designed bad, the gameplay was awful and everything like that. The story also was bad. And when it comes to Sweet Baby Inc., one of their big aspects is, yes, we go in there and help out with the story. And when it came to Sweet Baby Inc. actually working on the whole writer's room within Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, I believe it was half of the writer's room was actually Sweet Baby Inc. employees. So you do have that aspect to go about. That Sweet Baby Inc. was a part of this, was associated with this, and did change a lot of aspects of the original game itself. So there is that to go about. But hey, you know, they want to try to move the ball and everything like that. But nobody's ever outright blamed Sweet Baby Inc. solely for everything that's going on now. Maybe a handful of people here or there, you know, people that aren't fully informed on this, but they're a symptom, not the cause of what's going on right now. That's the easiest way to do it. And by the way, they are forcing their ideology in. It's just blatant. They then come over here to Kyle Rowley, who I guess worked on Alan Wake 2, and they're trying to incite the whole Alan Wake 2 garbage shite and just pointing out all this craziness, linking it again to Kiwi Farms and everything. But it is what it is. Okay, I'm gonna skip over this bit because it gets even better and gets funnier. On March 5th, I managed to spend an hour or so in the Sweet Baby Inc. detected Discord before I was booted from the space, likely because I identified myself as a Kotaku journalist. Why? No, this is a serious question. If you want to get all this deets on them, why the heck did you identify yourself? Like, that's one of the stupidest things I could think to do. I'm gonna identify myself as a Kotaku journalist. Obviously, you're gonna get kicked. If you want more details and look at them, don't say a darn thing. This is me calling her out. That's stupid of her. My God. In it, members shared posts referencing feminist frequency founder Anita Sarkeesian, Marcus Aurelius quotes, and pictures of idealized female bodies in games. One image showed several pictures of the protagonist Eve from Korean developer Shifts Up's upcoming action game Stellar Blade, juxtaposed against female characters from Overwatch, Forspoken, and Life is Strange. Embrace tradition, reject modernity is emblazed on the collage. Oh, the horror. Oh, the horror. Guys like sexy, attractive women and not strong whammons. Yeah, I mean, come on. A bunch of gamers, of course, are going to like the more attractive women over strong whammons. Are you shocked? Like, legitimately, are you shocked? Oh, yeah, they are, because they're all hacks. Almost 2K members. There are already a bunch of infiltrated, sick people here screenshotting everything. Sadly, so just keep it cool, brothers. We can't let this server or Steam group get taken down. That's all I ask. Keep it cool. Read a post from March 4th, which was shared again on March 5th. Several people in the Discord expressed concerns about glowies, a term coined by members of the far right for those suspected of being federal law enforcement officials or the informants attempting to infiltrate their online spaces and set them up for legal consequences. So you see what they did right there. So I'm willing to bet you $500 that the first part about this, the actual quote from the Steam itself, comes from Cabrutus and everything like that, the man that created the actual Steam detected group and probably made this Discord itself. Hey, just keep it cool, keep it calm. You know, you got individuals here trying to take us down. We've already seen this. We've seen how they've been acting on Twitter. We've seen how they've been acting actually in the Steam in the actual Steam group itself, leaving all these different comments, calling us racist, sexist, homophobic, all the buzzwords, you get it. So then when they say, hey, we have people in here that are trying to take us down, it's not really a shock. So when they come out and refer to glowies, they're referring to you. They're referring to you, miss, and I'm gonna quickly just go up here and grab it as if my computer can just, hurry up and get to what I'm actually trying to, get to. Alyssa Markant, who we'll talk about here in a little bit. Alyssa, they're referring to you when they talk about glowies. But I see what you're trying to do here. I see what you're trying to get around here. You're trying to incite that everybody that's in that Discord is actually a right-wing crazy person. You've already alluded to Kiwi farms. You've already alluded to conspiracy theories. You're now trying to say that they're all far-right, alt-right, whatever you want to say, individuals because they use the term glowies. When in reality, if you actually start breaking down what they're actually saying, they're referring to you, you crazy nut. So yeah. Take that! 2 members that spoke with me via Discord DM shared similar sentiments about why they believe the Steam page and subsequent Discord are important so they can identify games that were developed with support from Sweet Baby Inc. and make an informed decision when purchasing them. Am I missing something here? Like, somebody tell me in the comments, am I missing something here? Is it not good that customers want to make an informed decision on products that they might want to buy? Maybe they don't want to support something from Sweet Baby Inc. Maybe they don't want to do this. Maybe they don't want to do that. Maybe they have peanut allergies and they want to know that if something has peanuts in them. Should they buy that? No, probably not. Informed decision. I know I took it in a completely different route, but I'm just saying, maybe said game does all sorts of, has all sorts of craziness going on, and like there might be epileptic or so have seizures and stuff, and they don't want to die. You ever think that? No? Oh, no, because you don't think this stuff through. Because you want individuals to embrace your slop. Because if it has anything to do with maybe they just disagree with Sweet Baby Inc. on certain decisions, certain actions that they've been taking, or even when it comes to all of these games and stuff, maybe they just disagree with what's actually gone down within these video games themselves. Maybe they just don't want to play these games and want to go play something else, maybe like Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, maybe something fun like that, maybe they want to go do that. No, you can't. You must accept our slop. That's how these people think. That's how these people engage, and that's how these people do. But we continue on. Sweet Baby Inc. is a symptom of other ideological worldviews that I believe have taken hold of the Western world, media, and gaming as a whole. A 31-year-old member of the Discord told me he also insisted, without providing evidence, that Sweet Baby Inc. adds race and identity group quotas to everything they're involved with. They do. They do. I mean, the founder said it. I've played it on here. The founder outright said that she focuses on race. It's been multiple times that we've shown you that she's focused in on race, like they all have. They all care about this stuff outright. They care about race, sexuality, gender, all this craziness above actual storytelling. That's also DEI narratives 101. Like they care about that above all else. So simply saying that isn't crazy. Okay. Sweet Baby Inc. isn't forcing diversity. It's happening naturally. Oh, baby, I was waiting for this part. That's why I read through this all. That's why I did all this. That's why I focused in right to here. Because now they're getting to the whole, what does Sweet Baby Inc. actually do? What do they do? How do they do this? And guys, this whole ideology is happening naturally. It's not being forced. They're not doing anything to force themselves into the gaming space. Well, no, they are. And I played this video yesterday, but for those of you who haven't seen it, and those of you who are still sticking around, here's the actual co-founder and CEO of Sweet Baby Inc. with her own words saying how they actually go about getting jobs within the game industry.
If you're a creative working in AAA, which I did for many, many years, put this stuff up to your higher-ups. And if they don't see the value in what you're asking for when you ask for consultants, when you ask for research, go have a coffee with your marketing team and just terrify them with the possibility of what's going to happen if they don't give you what you want.
Guys, they don't force their way into the gaming industry. Guys, they don't force your way. They're not forcing their way into the gaming industry, granting access to do anything in the gaming industry. Guys, this is all happening naturally. This is all happening naturally. Everything's happening naturally. None of this is happening based on force or coercion or anything like that. Oh, really? What did she just say? She literally just said, go terrify them. She's a terrorist. They're all terrorists at this point. She said the quiet part out loud. You can't fight against this. The lady you're defending outright said terrify them all to force her way in there. So this whole point right here that you're trying to make ends up getting blown out of the water because literally the co-founder and CEO's own words. I don't know what else to tell you, honey, but hey, this is what we expect. Quite literally, this is what we expect. And we're going to start digging into this actual creator herself, the actual writer of this beautiful, chaotic garbage pile of a thing, Alyssa Marcent. I don't give a crap because she's a pronoun and bio individual. Yes, hi. Senior editor at Kotaku, by the way. Former Games Radar, bylines at Jezebel, New York, VGCC, I don't even know what that is, and WAG East. Writers Guild of America East. Oh, good. She, her, views mine, Huck Slut for New York something, and then her actual email address that we don't need to actually focus in on. But you come down here. Who is she followed by? Oh, she's followed by Chris Kindred, Felix at Home, and Grant K. Roberts. Oh, interesting. For those of you who aren't aware, two of these individuals led the initial harassment campaign against the actual Sweet Baby Inc. detective group. Grant Roberts is also one of the co-founders of Sweet Baby Inc. From my understanding. I might be getting that one wrong, but you get it all. And also Felix at Home, Lego Butts. We've been talking a lot about this individual and how all their fun little connections to Anita Sarkeesian, Zoe Quinn, Gamergate as a whole, and all that fun, nasty little stuff over there. So you got all that going on with you. So, hi. Gina Carano responds to Kotaku senior editor that culminated her as a transphobe. The person who posted this is hot. Interesting how that all goes on. Yeah, hi, Alyssa. Well, we ended up getting interesting things about her as people found this out and started looking at stuff. And yeah, they actually got what she was doing within the actual Discord herself, blatantly posting over and over again, basically trying to dox all the individuals within the Discord itself. Because, you know, you get to this one. Is there a reason why many of you don't have your name / picture associated with your account on here? Yeah, because of people like you, honey. That's why they were talking about glowies. That's why they were doing a lot of this stuff. Man, interesting how that went on. We ended up getting this as another her little thing, her tweeting out her little, you know, article itself. You get flip top over here. Does this article mention anything about the Sweet Baby Inc. CEO being a full-blown racist? Because I have a feeling this article doesn't mention it. Hi, you can't be racist against white people. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, look at that. Community noted. Oh, but you're starting to see where her ideology leans. You're starting to see every little aspect of this. You're starting to see what was going on here and why this is a outright just Gamergate all over again. Why this is just the continuation of Gamergate, continuation of a lot of these ideological things, because this person's just ideological. This person is full-blown ideological and also a full-blown racist because you come over to this one from Learning the Law. I love you. What's a nice day on Twitter? Let's see what the Kotaku team is sharing today. Good Lord, more white people need to get their butts beat on the rag. Hi, Kotaku. Hi, Alyssa Marquette. Hi, everybody that wrote this from a garbage tier website, from a garbage tier gaming website that actually doesn't know anything that's going on here. This was solely PR. This was solely them trying to save butts, save face, and paint everybody against Sweet Baby Inc. as crazy right-wing conspiracy theorists, when in reality, what is it? It's a bunch of customers wanting to be more formally informed about the games they want to, purchase. Then through that, we have seen a downfall and just all sorts of craziness explode from what Sweet Baby Inc. Sweet Baby Inc. did. Sweet Baby Inc. did all this. It was never any of us. Sweet Baby Inc. did the initial harassment campaign. Through that, we have learned more and more and more and more and more about Sweet Baby Inc. and all their different little threads and how they've all connected. And it might look crazy to a lot of people, but you start seeing the connections, you start seeing the threads, and you realize it's just Gamergate all over again. But the more accurate Gamergate, in which we're trying to talk about how we want games to be good, and these people want to continue pushing ideology within the actual gaming industry as a whole. But I'm going to leave it there, guys. Let me get your guys' thoughts on all this down in the comments below. If you like this video, please leave a thumbs up, share it out, friends, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for every time I put out a new video and go live, and I'll see you all on the next one. Bye for now.